If you are over 60, watch this video until the end, because what you're about to see could be one of the most important decisions for your body in the coming years. Most people only realize they are losing strength when they already struggle to walk, stand up, or even keep their balance. And when that happens, recovery becomes much more difficult. There is something almost no one explains. The loss of leg strength does not happen overnight. It starts silently, with small signs that are often ignored. And if you do not act now, it can turn into something much more serious, such as falls, constant pain, and loss of independence. But the good news is that this can be prevented. There are simple exercises you can do at home, without a gym or equipment, that help strengthen your legs, improve your balance, and maintain your independence for much longer. And I need you to stay until the end. Because exercise number 1 is the most important of all and can literally change your life. Many people ignore this and slowly lose their independence without realizing it. Now let's start with the first one on the list. It may seem too simple, but this is exactly where the difference begins between those who age with independence and those who gradually lose mobility. Exercise number 10, seated march. If you are over 60, this may seem too simple, but ignoring this type of movement is exactly what causes many people to lose strength and mobility without realizing it. Everything starts here, with body activation. Before thinking about strength or balance, your body needs to move properly again. Circulation must be activated, muscles need to wake up, and your nervous system must understand that you are using your body again. Without this, any other exercise loses much of its effect. The execution is simple but highly effective. Sit on a firm chair, keep your spine upright, and lift one knee at a time as if marching in place. Perform the movement slowly, in a controlled way, and with natural breathing. Even though it is a basic exercise, it already improves circulation in your legs, activates muscles, and restores the connection between your brain and body. In just a few minutes, you will feel lighter and more ready to move. Start with 3 minutes a day and gradually increase. The key here is not intensity, it is consistency. Doing it every day is what truly starts the transformation in your body. And there is an important reason why this exercise is number 10. It is not the strongest, but it prepares your body for all the others. Without it, you lose efficiency. With it, you enhance everything that comes next. Exercise number 9, single leg balance. This may be one of the most overlooked exercises, but also one of the most important when it comes to preventing falls after 60. Many people only realize the importance of balance after experiencing a scare, and by then, the body is already weaker and slower to react. Over time, the body loses its ability to make quick corrections. The stability that once felt natural begins to fade, and simple movements can become dangerous without warning. A wrong step, a small imbalance, or even a quick movement can be enough to cause a fall. The execution is simple but requires attention. Stand next to a wall or chair for support. Lift one leg off the ground and try to maintain your balance for as long as possible. Then switch sides and repeat the movement. At first, it may feel difficult, and that is completely normal. What matters here is not the time, but the stimulus. Each attempt sends a signal to your body, teaching it again how to stabilize and react. Start with 10 seconds on each side and gradually increase. In just a few days, you will begin to notice more stability while walking, more control in movement, and more confidence in your daily actions. And here is the point many people ignore. After 60, training balance is not just important, it is essential. Because a fall does not just affect your body, it can completely change your independence. Exercise number 8, calf raises. It may seem simple, but this exercise plays a fundamental role that many people do not know. The calf is known as the body's second heart because it helps pump blood back to the heart. Over the years, circulation in the legs tends to decrease. This can cause swelling, heaviness, pain, and even more serious problems if not addressed. The most concerning part is that many people live with this without realizing it could be prevented with something so simple. The execution is straightforward and safe. Stand up, holding onto a wall or chair for support. Raise your heels, standing on your toes, and then slowly lower back down. The movement should be controlled. Rise slowly, hold for a second at the top and lower down with control. This increases muscle activation and improves the effectiveness of the exercise. Start with 10 to 15 repetitions and perform 2 to 3 sets. In just a few days, you may already feel your legs lighter, with less swelling and more energy to move. And here is the detail that makes all the difference. Improving circulation is not just about comfort. It is about health. It is prevention. Because when blood flows better, your entire body functions better. Exercise number 7, sit to stand. This is one of the most important movements in your daily life and also one of the first to become difficult after 60. Many people only realize this when they need to use their hands to stand or feel unsafe when getting up. Over time, lack of movement causes the muscles in the legs and hips to lose strength. This directly affects your mobility and independence. Getting up from a chair, out of bed, or even climbing a step begins to require more effort than it should. The execution is simple but highly effective. Sit on a firm chair with your feet flat on the ground. Lean your torso slightly forward and stand up without using your hands. Then sit back down in a controlled way, without dropping into the chair. Control of the movement is the most important part. Standing up firmly and sitting down slowly increases muscle activation and improves balance at the same time. This strengthens exactly the muscles you use every day. Start with 8 to 12 repetitions and perform 2 to 3 sets. In just a few days, you will notice it becomes easier to stand up and you will feel more confident in your daily movements. And here is the most important point. This exercise is not just training, it is independence. Because being able to stand up on your own is one of the foundations of maintaining your autonomy over the years. Exercise number 6, seated knee raises. It may seem simple, but it works one of the most important areas of the body after 60. The core, responsible for stability, posture, and protecting the spine. Over the years, this area tends to weaken, especially with a more sedentary routine. This leads to back pain, poor posture, and difficulty maintaining body stability during simple tasks. The execution is safe and effective. Sit on a firm chair, keep your spine upright and lift one knee at a time, alternating legs. The movement should be controlled, without rushing, focusing on activating the abdominal muscles. To increase the effect, keep your core slightly engaged during the exercise. This helps strengthen the central region even more and improves overall stability. Start with 10 to 15 repetitions per leg and perform 2 to 3 sets. In just a few days, you will notice improved posture and reduced back discomfort. And here is the key point. A strong core protects your spine, improves posture, and reduces pain. Without it, the body loses stability and increases the risk of daily injuries. Exercise number 5, marching with arms. This exercise goes beyond physical movement, it works on something many people ignore after 60. The connection between the brain and the body. Over time, this connection begins to weaken. Movements become slower, less coordinated, and less precise. This increases the risk of tripping, imbalance, and difficulty in simple daily tasks. The execution is simple but extremely powerful. Standing or seated, lift one knee while moving the opposite arm. Then alternate sides. This cross pattern activates both sides of the brain at the same time. The key is control. Move slowly, with attention, maintaining rhythm and coordination. It is not about speed, it is about precision. Start with 1 to 2 minutes and gradually increase. In just a few days, you will notice improved coordination, more agility, and greater confidence in movement. And here is what makes the difference. When you improve the brain-body connection, you improve everything. Movement, balance, reflexes, and confidence. Exercise number 4, lateral leg raise. This is one of the most overlooked exercises, but also one of the most important for preventing falls after 60. Most people train forward movements, but lateral imbalances are what cause the majority of accidents. Over time, the muscles responsible for lateral stability weaken. This causes the body to lose control when moving sideways, increasing the risk of tripping and unexpected falls. The execution is simple and safe. Stand while holding onto a wall or chair for support. Lift one leg to the side, keeping your body straight without leaning your torso. Then slowly return to the starting position and repeat on the other side. Control of the movement is essential. Avoid swinging your body. The goal is to activate the hip and outer leg muscles responsible for stability. Start with 10 to 12 repetitions on each side and perform 2 to 3 sets. In just a few days, you will notice more stability when walking and better control when changing direction. And here is the point many people ignore. Most falls do not happen forward, but sideways. And this is exactly the type of strength this exercise develops. Exercise number 3, squat. This is one of the most powerful movements for the human body, especially after 60. It activates almost all leg muscles at the same time and is essential for maintaining strength and independence. Over the years, strength loss in the legs accelerates. This makes simple tasks like standing up, climbing stairs or walking increasingly difficult. The execution can be adapted to any level. Use a chair for support. Stand up, push your hips back as if you were going to sit down and then return to the starting position. The movement should be controlled and safe. Control is essential. Lower yourself slowly and rise with strength. This increases muscle activation and improves balance at the same time. Start with 8 to 12 repetitions and perform 2 to 3 sets. In a short time, you will notice more strength, more stability and greater ease in daily movements. And here is the most important point. Strong legs mean independence. They mean safety to move, stand up and live without fear. Exercise number 2, heel-to-toe walk. This is one of the most important exercises to restore something many people lose without realizing. Full control while walking. Over time, the way you walk changes. Steps become shorter, less stable, and less precise. This increases the risk of tripping and falling, especially on uneven surfaces or when changing direction. The execution is simple but highly effective. Walk in a straight line, placing one foot directly in front of the other, touching your heel to the toe of the opposite foot. This movement requires focus and deeply activates balance and coordination. At first, it may feel challenging, and that is a sign your body needs this stimulus. Use a wall or support if necessary, but keep your focus on precision. Start with 10 to 15 steps and gradually increase. In just a few days, you will notice more control while walking, more stability and greater confidence in each step. And here is the point almost no one talks about. Walking well is not just moving. It is having control, stability, and confidence. And that is exactly what this exercise restores.